Good morning, everyone. Hello again. As I said before, it's already 8:10. I think we are almost all here, so we will be starting. Today we have a lot of productions and activities to do it. Thank you so much, Professor Paulo, for the opportunity to have you here with us. Yesterday we had an amazing workshop, a lot of information, and people, I believe, got to know all the challenge and opportunities to do business here. And today I think we're going to be more specific into the details of actually business opportunities. And I believe that this workshop today might give you some ideas about how to do business and the challenge, but you will be starting to work in your ideas today, and tomorrow the workshop with me, our marketing one, will be important. If you, not that you already decided your idea, but it's important for tomorrow that your group at least have a the input. I think if you're gonna work with açaí, with cupuaçu, with another input, it's important to decide so your ideas can start to flow for the business model. Okay, so Professor Paulo, thank you so much. The floor is yours. Thank you for the opportunity again, and I hope to all a great workshop day. Thank you so much, Professor Paulo. It's yours.
All right, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here with you again. Thanks for Professor Caio. Let me just share my screen again. Just a second.
I think your camera is off, Paulo. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Just a second. Just some IT troubles here. All right. Now it's gonna work. So I'm here. Hello again. Guys, I'm sorry for that. I got just some troubles here. All right, now it's gonna work. Okay, so hello guys, good morning again. Just let me know if it's okay for you, if you can see me, if you can see my presentation. All right, okay. Very nice, guys. So let's go again. Good morning. I hope you had, as Professor Kai said, a good night of rest. But I want to know how you're feeling right now. Can you type in the chat? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling maybe sleepy, tired, anxious? Can you just tell me how you're feeling? I'm a little bit anxious because of the pandemic, of course. As you can see, we have changed our scenario for today because I'm at home, as well as Professor Caio, because of the advance of the pandemics in our city, as well as in Brazil, as you may know. And I hope you are okay, you and your family. I hope in your country, maybe the things are running a little bit better. But I want to know how you're feeling, so please just tell me. I want to know if you're feeling good or tired or not so good, or with some disease, some ill. All right, Lilian, Vicky, Annalie, Tina, feeling great. Yeah, very nice. All right, guys. Thank you, Jose. Very nice, guys. As I said to you, I'm a little bit anxious because of the pandemic, but I'm feeling very good. I'm really glad to be here with you. It is the second version, second edition of Amazon Experience Super Challenge. and I get really excited about a lot of students uh, from Brazil, from many states from Brazil and from other countries. If I'm not mistaken, with you who have already talked to four countries, five countries, and it is really amazing the opportunity of share information about the Amazon and information from within the Amazon to students from many parts of Brazil and also of the world, and of course to stimulate this in the students who are living here in the Amazon region. So thank you for being here and congratulations for your initiative to participate of Amazon Experience Super Challenge. Let's start our second day. As I said to you yesterday, today gonna be talking about business opportunities, and I'm gonna share with you a lot of examples. And I really want you to participate, but we also gonna have moments more than yesterday to interact for team. So let's do that. First of all, we're gonna see today is a SWOT analysis. Where are the opportunities? We're gonna talk about Manioca case. Who else is already doing it? What reference impact you the most? And we're gonna be creating your business idea. And if it's run okay, I will pass you this homework, just simple thing to prepare for the next workshops and the next modules of this course. Um, Let me just check the chat. All right, thank you all that have responded, have answered me. So let's go to the SWOT analysis. Just to know, I want to know if you already have already heard about SWOT analysis. It is a just letters representing a matrix that in which you can put your strengths, so the S, your weaknesses, so the W, your opportunities and targets, and I'm sorry, and threats, and that's why the O and the T. So please chat me if you have already participate or if you have already done in your lifetime a SWOT analysis, just to know if I need to explain much to you or if I just need to remember. All right, so please just tell me. Yes, okay, yes, Daphne, to me, yes, Larissa. Very nice, guys. I won't take too long to explain this because I really will have the time. We will really have the time to chat about this and talk about this inside the breakout rooms. So let's go to that. A SWOT analysis is basically a matrix. As you can see, we divide a board, a Canva, in four parts. And in that, our intention is define, actually not define, but just bring to the table what could be your strengths, talking about a project, a business, or even as I'm about to ask you about a specific region when doing business. So you should put here your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And if you note that in the upper part of the matrix, basically these two characteristics, the strengths and the weaknesses, they are related to your business idea. So these these are the strengths you have in your business idea, and also these are the weaknesses you have in your business idea. But in the lower part of the Canva, you can see opportunities and threats, and they are actually related to things that are surrounding your businesses, but are not within your business specifically. So the opportunities, maybe you are talking about the market opportunities, or if you will, if in some country they are passing a regulation which obliges, for example, just for instance, that the population will consume just organic products. So it is an opportunity to you, but is not a characteristic from yourself, or actually from your business specifically. And the threats, the same point of view. Let's imagine is an absurd. So just for instance, that the same country says that nobody can eat any product from the Amazon. So of course it is the threat for your business. Of course it's gonna worry you, and this is the mindset and the intention of the SWOT matrix. So you're gonna have to put to fulfill these four Canva, these four squares in the Canva, and then you can watch your screen. You can watch this Canva and try to identify what are the things you will be needed to take care about, to concern about, to create solutions about when you are running your businesses, right? Okay, guys. So now we're gonna be Professor Kai. We're gonna have me in just a minute later to put you in breakout rooms. We're gonna have some minutes for that, 10 minutes. But depending on how you are doing that, we can take it less or more minutes. Don't worry specifically about that. But we're gonna go to a breakout room to produce a SWOT analysis. But take attention about one point. I'm not asking you to produce a SWOT analysis about an already identified business idea. If you don't have a business idea, that's okay. Actually, the activity now intend to have you putting a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats about in general a business that is run in the Amazon region. So, for example, let's imagine this as a business idea. So I'm talking about maybe any kind of business idea in the Amazon region. So what a business, just because this business is running related to the Amazon region, what this business would have as strengths or weaknesses or threats. But as I said, just remember, you don't need to produce this based on specific idea. I want to identify what are the opportunities and the strengths and the weaknesses the business have, just because they are related to the Amazon region, and of course, just because you want make them sustainably. So guys, just confirming, do you have any doubt about that? Do you want to ask something? Is that clear for you? Please just let me know that so you can go to the breakout rooms. Can you tap this in the chat? If you want to open your microphone, be free for that. So just say it's clear or it isn't clear, so I can identify if I was clear to you. All right. Okay. Thank you, Annalie. Guys, please just let me know. I need to be secure that it is clear for you. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Fernanda. Thank you, Tina. Okay, very nice, guys. As I said, we're gonna have time to pass into the rooms and maybe help you if you need. All right, Professor Caio can help me, so let me put the participants. And just one thing, and Professor Caio, if I'm not correct, just please correct me. But I think in these breakout rooms we are about to go into, you're gonna be already with your team to the whole competition. So you can talk to them and trade and exchange idea freely, because they're gonna be your team. So don't worry about telling great idea to a competitors of yours, because you're going to be already with your team. Is that right, Professor Kyle? Just confirm, and please let's go to the breakout rooms.
Hello, guys. I'm just signing all of you to your, because I have to do this manually. And in just a second, I will be letting the rooms open. Okay, just a minute. We just needed some more minutes. Perfect.
All right, thank you so much, Professor Kyle. So, guys, if you want to take this time to make some question about the SWOT analysis, please do that. Let's enjoy this to, uh, yeah, let's enjoy this time to take some doubt if you have someone. All right, I'm just following the chat, so if you want to type something in the chat, feel free for that also. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, and guys, let's gonna just take this time to access our Google Forms in which you are asked to fulfill with your SWOT
Paulo,
information. So please.
Paulo, just a second. Somebody wrote in the chat if you can explain more about the details about what they can control and what they cannot control in the SWOT analysis, and give some examples, because we have people from healthy programs here and like psychology and other
Yeah,
ones.
of course.
So just to be more specific to them and give some examples, and it is the time for me to finish the breakout rooms.
Yeah, of course. And guys, first of all, I want to ask you to read this QR code that is in your screen. So can you do that, please? And after that, Professor Kai will also share with you by the chat, through the chat actually, the link for accessing this. Yeah, we can send the link. Professor Kai will do this in a minute. But for those who can access by QR code, just please read the QR code, because you're going to be sent to a Google Forms. In these forms is where you're going to have with your team, and remember, just one person per team, right? So your team needed to choose a leader to fulfill the forms. And as a team, you need to fulfill the forms with the strengths, the opportunity, weaknesses, and threats, as I just explained to you, right? So guys, just make it clear, please access the link in the chat or the QR codes in your screen. Okay, you need to have these Google Forms open, so you'll be able to fulfill this while you are producing your SWOT analysis, right? Okay, guys, Professor Kyle has already put the link in the chat. If you prefer, you can access through that. And answering the question you've made about the SWOT analysis. So let me get back to the example. And well, as I said, this SWOT analysis is a very simple thing. There is no right or wrong way to do that. But the intention of that is just trying to clarify what are the things that you have in your hands that maybe have a good side. So if you look to the left part of your screen, the strengths and the opportunities is kind of a marketing opportunity, because maybe, as I said here in the example, maybe we are talking about an energy drink. Let's imagine that we are using guarana, which is a fruit from the Amazon that has 3 times the caffeine than coffee. And let's imagine that we are producing a kind of Red Bull with guarana. You all know what is Red Bull, right? Red Bull Monster, that famous energy drinks. So let's imagine that it is energetic, and let's imagine that it is more energetic than a Red Bull, 3 times more energetic than a Red Bull. And this is all natural. And let's imagine that it is also organic. So the strengths, the good characteristics of your businesses are that you are much more energetic than your competitors. You are all natural and you are organic also. So this is, I can say, the qualities, the good qualities of your business idea. But just remember, guys, I don't want you to fulfill the force with a specific business idea. I want you to fulfill the forms with the characteristics you can identify in general in businesses that are run in the Amazon region. So let me give you one example of that. What would be a strength of a business that are running in the Amazon region independently of what business it is specifically? So let's start for the strength. Maybe if you are in the Amazon region, every business you run here in the way we are talking about, which is sustainably and considering the biodiversity, uh, every business that you may have here, we're gonna have diversity of ingredients. We're gonna have rare and specific or maybe unknown ingredients, so you can discover, you can innovate. Or maybe you can use in all vegetable ingredients. So these could be strengths for every business in the Amazon region. Or another kind of strengths, it is a Amazonian made product. So as well as you see that kind of product which is made in from somewhere, made from Vietnam, for example. Other ones are made in Switzerland. Other ones are made in Brazil, for example. So I really believe that made in the Amazon region could be a strength for a product, right? And what would be a opportunity? Well, every part of the world, people are concerned about the climate change, about the Amazon. So an opportunity actually could be that your businesses facing and fight against the climate change. So you are maybe a good business for the climate. All right. And weaknesses. What would be your weaknesses? Well, let's imagine that you have a business that can collect just 1 ton per year of your product. So it is a weakness is that you can have the scale you may need to supply all your retailers around the world. And let's remember, weaknesses is something related to my business, something weak, of course, related to my business. So what I can't do, or if I have something that provokes allergy in people, for example, Brazil nut. There are some people who have allergy to Brazil nut, so it could be an allergy to your customers. So it could be a weaknesses to your business and the threats. Let's imagine that for some political issue and for some political concern, the European Union says that they ain't go import products from the Amazon region or from Brazil. Maybe you have heard some news related to that possibility. So it's going to be a threat because let's imagine if it occurs, you just won't be able to sell your products to the European Union, for example. Or if in some countries they to protect their intern market, they just don't permit a beverage from other countries to come inside, come within. Yeah. Do you understand? Is that clear? Is
We're
that
ready to
clear
go.
for you?
We are ready
All
to
right,
go.
Professor Kai. So, guys, if it isn't clear, don't worry. I'm going into the room review so we can take in and out and make something clear if you need. All right. So let's go to the breakout rooms, and remember, you need fulfill the forms, the Google forms. All right. Let's go there. You can join the breakout rooms, guys. All right, guys, please join in your breakout room. You can do this. Maybe there is a pop-up in your screen, but you also can do this clicking on the breakout rooms menu in your bottom bar. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. See you soon here in the main room, guys. Let's go to the breakout.
Only Henrique is not going in. Henrique, are you there with us? Hola, Joseph. How are you, my friend? I just sent you your invitation to your room. Okay, just join it.
Hello? Hello? Caio?
Sorry, Professor. Hello, how are you, my friend?
Very good. Okay, so I'm here in the group with you and Paulo, right?
Yeah.
Então, falamos todos português.
So we just put the for them to go to the breakout room to practice in their business idea, and I just signed you to the. I confirm your name with the other one, Jose. So you just don't have to get in the room, and then we will be waiting here in the main room for them. Okay?
Right. I don't need to
Caio,
join the...
você pode falar português, Caio.
Ah, já tá só a gente aqui? É pra você que chama a gente. Oi, Marcinha, tudo bom, minha querida?
Bom dia.
Bom dia. Não, tudo certo. Já o pessoal já tá aqui, eu tô conferindo com eles. Tá tudo certinho aqui nas salas. Algumas pessoas que não vieram. A gente tem dois grupos com três, que é o 6 e o 8. Eu vou aqui confirmar com os outros participantes tudo, porque talvez a gente tenha que fazer uma fusão desses dois grupos. Só para eles não ficarem só com três participantes, né? Mas até o final do workshop a gente vai definir isso certinho.
Tá bem.
Ok. José, eu não sei se você quer aproveitar e a gente pode ir para uma breakout room em separado e conversamos sobre aquele projeto de pesquisa.
Sim, então podemos conversar aqui no WhatsApp.
Pode ser também. O Caio, você consegue abrir uma sala para nós? Um breakout room? Ou fica
Eu posso
ruim?
ligar para você, Márcia, aqui pelo WhatsApp.
Ah, ok. Então tá. Nos falamos então.
Okay? Deixa eu estar. Até já.
I just closed all the rooms, and they had 1 minute to come back to the main room. I think they will be already showing up here.
All right, guys. So hello again. You are just coming back to the main room. I hope you have enjoyed this opportunity of interact with your team. Remembering that you were with your team, your competition team. All right, just I think everybody's back here. So hello again. I hope you had enjoyed this experience of interacting. All right, yeah, okay. So I hope you have enjoyed this experience. It's an amazing time for interacting with your group. Okay, and I'm sorry, guys. Just 1 point. All right. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have enjoyed the opportunity of trying to identify in your mind what could be strengths or weaknesses or opportunities or threats because you have a business in the Amazon or actually related to the Amazon region. So I hope you have identified that, for example, every kind of business in the Amazon region has as an opportunity being a climate friendly businesses because the word we have learned yesterday, the world is concerned about climate change. So if you are in the Amazon, you're gonna back climate change. Doesn't matter if you want or if you don't. As you are in the Amazon region, you're gonna stimulate or de-stimulate something about the climate change, also something about biodiversity, also something about related to indigenous people and traditional people. So these can be weaknesses because maybe you're gonna have a wide chain of logistics, but maybe it is gonna be it's gonna be a opportunity because you can share with your clients the origins of your product. Maybe you can source from some indigenous land or from some protected land and say to your clients that you are protecting some important areas, some cultural group, and so on, right? So the idea here was to identify what are the opportunities in general that Amazonian business have just to be an Amazonian related businesses, right? Okay, guys, so let's go forward. We have took some time in this water analysis, so let's go forward. What are the opportunities?
Paulo, we have
Guys,
a
you can.
question here in our chat from Lillian, if you can see it.
Okay, yeah, just a second. We had some difficulties in different strengths and opportunities when we have to choose where to put the ideas. Right, guys, the difference between these two kinds of characteristics is the opportunities is something that are outside from your businesses. So let's imagine that as I give as an example in a group, let's imagine that China wants to stimulate business from the Amazon region or businesses that are helping the climate change, actually helping the fight against the climate change. So imagine that the China says that the businesses that are climate friendly will have tax exemptions to get into China. So China is a huge market, and if your businesses are in the Amazon, maybe you can be climate friendly, and you have the opportunity that China have set in all your businesses, that you will have tax exemptions in China or any kind of country. And let's imagine something different of that. So just make it clear. I've said something about an opportunities, something that is of course related to your businesses, but are not because of your businesses. This is external conditions of your businesses, right? And the strengths is something that is related to your specific businesses, right? So let's imagine that I run a business that's sourced from protected lands, and the name of my business is protecting the land's food, and I have as a strength the fact that I have a product that protects the lands, and I can say to my clients, to my customers, and make them give value to my product because my product is a good product to a specific land. Or let's make it clear. Let's say that you would run a businesses that uses Brazil nut. Brazil nut has an amazing quantity of antioxidants. So you can, for example, make some cosmetics that help the cicatrization effect in your skin. So this is a strength of your business because maybe you can have a cream, a cosmetic that have 3 times the capacity of cicatrization than your competitors, right? So the strength is related to your businesses, is your characteristics, is your it's your qualities. The opportunities as well, we can compare the weaknesses and the threats. The opportunities is something that impact your business, but were provoked or caused by an external factor. It could be regulations, it could be political, it could be policies from other countries. It could be a policy policy actually took for your country, for Brazil, and so on. Is that clear? Let me see.
Yes. Thank you. It's clear.
Okay. No, thank you for your question. So guys, let's go further. I want to tell you lots of examples. So I'll be running a little bit. So if you want to ask something, just go to the chat. I'm with the chat open in another screen here. So don't worry. You can type the chat and I'll be able to read this. All right. So where you can find opportunities in the Amazon region, guys. I need to say to you that you can identify opportunities in every kind of sector. But I have written some of them here so we can talk a little bit about. Of course, you can find opportunities in food sector because we have a lot of fruits, lots of energy food. We have lots of superfoods. Let's say this way. I have 3 examples to you. Acai is a superfood with lots of antioxidants, vitamins, and so on. We have Brazil nut that has a great quantity of proteins, a great quantity of selenium, and a great quantity of antioxidant as well. We have guaraná that has 3 times the caffeine that the coffee has. So we have lots of opportunities in food sector, and I run a business in food sectors. I'm about to show my business to you. We have fruit, seeds, and oil, and I separated this from food because you can supply some industries with working sustainably, sourcing fruit, seeds, and oils that can be bought for countries, for companies worldwide. So we have the situation here, Natura, which is one of the biggest cosmetic companies in the world. Natura owns Body Shop, owns Aesop, owns Avon, and Natura sources some of its ingredients from the Amazon, but they source this with sustainable partners and so on. So you can be one of these partners. You can, of course, have beverage. I'm going to show you a juice company that use local fruits to make delicious juices and so on. You have cosmetics, as I said to you, as I actually shown you yesterday. We have, for example, ucuuba, which is a kind of fruit that has an amazing impact in cicatrization effect. We also have timber, and timber is a critical activity in the Amazon because we have a history of illegal timber activity in the Amazon region. But if you are, of course, you need to do that. You should be this way if you are willing to make a legal activity related to timber. You're gonna have lots of opportunity because the world uses timber to construction, to furnitures, and we have in the Amazon region amazing timber, and there are many ways of producing timber in sustainable practices. So it is an opportunity in this way, and we're gonna see that. Tourism, of course, I would say that we have one of the most amazing potentials for tourism activity in the Amazon region. We have lots of kinds of activity and lots of kinds of scream, let's say, I forget the word, but we have beach, we have forests, we have fishing activities, we have salt water, seawater, we have fresh water from the rivers. You can make tourism in boats. You can make tourism by using small planes to visit isolated areas. You can have what we call the jungle tourism, the wild tourism. Well, we have lots of opportunities in tourism sector and lots of opportunities that haven't been taken up to now. Of course, we have fashion. I'm gonna show you an example of that. We have e-commerce. Let's imagine that you are the larger e-commerce selling products from the Amazon. How nice it would be. We have climate services, right? There are studies saying that climate service could reach and maybe pass the valuation of cattle activities, for example. You have high techs. I have shown to you. You can use, for instance, biomimicry, using plants and natural inspirations to do high techs. And you have, of course, the NGOs that are playing an important role here in the Amazon. They offer very nice jobs with very nice wage. So this is just some of the opportunities we have here, and we're going to talk about them right now. Traditional medicine, of course, we have, I don't know, but I need to make a disclaimer. I'm not giving a recommendation, right? But local people have used tonka bean tea, so an infusion made from tonka bean from kumaru to treat COVID symptoms, right? I'm not give you, please, I'm not give you any recommendation of doing that, but I'm just saying to you that maybe we have potential medicines here in the Amazon region that we actually haven't just known up to now, right? Okay, so who's already doing it? Let's go straight forward for the examples. I'm really honored to present to you my company. Actually, it's my company and of course the company of my partner also. Mandioca is a name we choose because of cassava cultivation. Cassava in Brazil we call mandioca. And mandioca were one of the traditional and ancient names to cassava, to manioc. So that's why we chose this name, because lots of the products of our region are based on cassava production, right? So let's go. In Manioca, we produce flours, we produce granulas, we produce jams, we produce souvenirs, we produce kinds of seeds, and we produce seasonings also. I have translated this name, I don't know what happened. We started our businesses supplying the best chefs in Brazil with the best ingredients we have actually in our region. So you can see one chef that have already been recognized as the most important, actually, as the best chef woman in the world, which is Helena Rizzo in the left side of your screen. We have also an amazing chef, which is Mara, and after that we have Alexa Talo, which is very known in Brazil and have already been recognized as the sixth best chef in the world, best restaurant in the world. We have Claude Trago, which is from an amazing family of chefs here in Brazil in French. And so we have started a business supplying them with Amazonian ingredients, but we need to make some transformation in this kind of product, because this is the way you find this kind of products, here in Belém, in the Amazonia as a whole. So we have transformed this into this with communication, with information, with package, and with lots of ways in which chefs and customers can identify which kind of product that is, especially because for the world and for many parts in Brazil, we have totally brand new products. They don't know what our products are actually, so we had to kind of translate this. We have two specific words we every time use to explain our business, which is translate. I mean, make the information about our products, how to use that product, where this product is from, clear. And we also have the connection. So we want to put these products closer from our clients. And then we transformed this kind of product in these kind of products, safety products with high quality standards and so on. But and actually, one thing more, we have a very nice statement, which is a Brazilian chef that using our ingredients, not only manioc ingredients, but Amazonian ingredients in Paris. Maybe you know that Paris is, I would say, the oranges of the modern gastronomy. So we have these notes of a chef using our products in Paris that has won a Michelin star, which is a very, very important award to recognize in labeling for restaurants worldwide, using this kind of recipe. It is foie gras. I don't know if you know what it is, but is a very, very famous plate, very famous dish in French and worldwide this way, and a very fancy recipe worldwide. So just type maybe later in Google foie gras. I'm gonna write to you, or if someone can write foie gras in chat, so you can take a look about this in Google later. But this chef have been doing foie gras with tucupi, which is a sauce, a local sauce made from manioc, a very traditional sauce made from manioc, from cassava, with Bragança flour. Bragança flour is a cassava flour, and it is really, really toasted, really, really flavorful. So it is an amazing ingredient. So look how amazing it is. A chef making high quality gastronomy, very fancy gastronomy in the, I would say, the Mecca, the most important place in the world about gastronomy, which is the French, and a chef in doing that using Amazonian ingredients, using tucupi, which is something we are used to consume here in our region. But we noted that maybe if you can help, let's do some dynamics here just quickly. Just say yes if you have in your home now, if you have soy sauce or shoyu. If you have soy sauce or shoyu in your house, just say yes in the chat. If you have tomato sauce in your house or ketchup, just say yes in the chat. If you have olive oil in your house or barbecue in your house, just say barbecue sauce in your house, just say yes in the chat. Look, guys, but let's say something. I won't ask the local guys, right? So the guys which is from Belém or from the north Brazil, please don't answer that. But ask me. Ask I have in the chat if you have tucupi in your home. Say I have if you are not a northern guy from Brazil, and if you have cassava flour in your home. Just say yes if you have tonka bean in your home. All right, guys, as you can see, we have a lot of ingredients in. Oh, very good, Jackie. So as you can see, and this is the scenario we have found worldwide and even in Brazil. People have lots of ingredients from other parts of the world. So olive oil is famous in the European, especially Italy, Spanish, and Portugal. Tomato sauce is very specific from, initially specific from Italy. Olive oil, as I said, soy sauce is a specific thing from Japan. And why don't we have sauces, ingredients, and products from the Amazon region? As we are talking about one of the most important regions in the world, the most biodiversity region in the world. Why you don't have that? And this is our mission. That's why in Manioca we are deeply understand our ingredients and we innovate with them. This is a kind of soy sauce we have produced from the cassava. It is based on a very ancient recipe, which is the dark tucupi. Is a very long preparation, a very long recipe using the cassava broth. You can, if you want to know more about it, you can type it at the Google, dark tucupi or black tucupi. And we identified that if we wanted people to have or traditional recipes or most incredible ingredients in their homes, we needed to transform these ingredients. So we have launched a tucupi, which is a very traditional sauce and a delicious sauce. The chefs say this is the flavor, the flavor of the 21st century. So tucupi is really amazing and is already making lots of success in the chef world, let's say this way. But we transformed tucupi to be a sauce that you could have in your home. So we transformed the format, we transformed the communication, the information in the package. We prepare this product to be a product that everybody can use it independently, if it's someone from the North region, if it's some northern guy from Brazil. So this is our maybe one of the newest products we have in our product line, and we are really proud of that, of transforming a so traditional ingredient in a ingredient that could be popular. Popular not in the sense of cheaper, of cheap, but popular in the sense of accessible, in the sense of that everybody could have in their home, right? We have also been also packing some of our most amazing ingredients, like kumaru, which has actually the flavor of vanilla. We have also been selling and distributing puxuri or puxuri, which is a product that you could use as I forget the name. I'm sorry. You could use as nutmeg. Puxuri you can use as nutmeg, and so on. We have also transforming our ingredients in very, very nice souvenirs, so you can buy in airports, tourism areas when you come to Brazil. And we really wanted to represent the Amazon region with this kind of product, and says and shows that the Amazon region has amazing ingredients, fruits, roots, and so on. This is a product that I'm giving you a spoiler, because we haven't even launched this product line I'm showing you right now, which is hot peppers, hot sauces actually with a local pepper. So is this the way we found to use our local ingredients, making them seem really nice, making them really practical to use in your home, and innovating with our ingredients, right, guys? So I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm really honored to show Mandioca to you. We have been awarded and recognized over our country and over other countries. So this is one of the most important. Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. We are really concerned about the branding we use in our products. So this is one of the most important newspapers in Brazil that have recognized us, including as a climate-friendly business. We have been exporting in the last year for at least 7 countries, which is USA, Portugal, England, France, Austria, Belgium, German, also Netherlands, and we of course sell our products in Brazil. We sell our products in Brazil. Let me just answer one question in the chat. Do you make your own packing with own machines, or do you buy them? Guy, normally you contract, you make some contract with some industry that is specifically a pack producer. It is uncommon that that businesses produce their products and also their packing. What can happen is that in your company you make the package. Let me say you put your product inside the packing. It is of course normal because you are the industry, but it is uncommon that you produces your own packing, because it's another kind of industry. You're gonna have to deal with paper, plastics, inks, and so on. And the second question about the business model: where did you start selling? Restaurants, retail, or both? We start in restaurants. We start in restaurants because these were a demand, a asking of those chefs. Those chefs, when coming here to our region to participate in some kind of festivals, some kind of exhibitions and so on, they got really interested about our products, and then they started to ask my partner's family to sell the product even before of Mandioca. So we started supplying these kind of chefs, just supplying chefs with something you already we already have here in our region. And after that we have been evaluating and making the things sharper, so we could reach the consumer market, the retailing, and the exportation, and so on. So nowadays we sell to chefs. We yet sell to chefs. We are still selling to chefs, and we also sell. And nowadays this is the most part of the major part of our business. We are selling to retailing, to final clients, to the customers. Right, so you can use in your home, as I said actually. Where do we find your product? Guys, you can find our product in our e-commerce, which is loja, loja.mandiocabrasil.com. I will chat this in the chat so you can copy later. But guys, we need to go further. Just a second so I can tap this. And of course, our Instagram is, and if you want more information, we can talk.
Professor Paulo,
Yeah,
we have a question, two questions in the chat. One from Marco and the other one from Jacqueline.
I have already answered that, Professor Kai.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, don't worry. Uh, okay, guys. So we have also been awarded. I'm sorry about the translation. I have done that yesterday. I don't know what happened, but we have been awarded as a good business for climate. What is a friendly, climate-friendly business? We have passed through accelerations. We have been awarded as the first northern businesses awarded as the one of the three most innovative in Brazil. We have also been selected as a case of success by the National Agency of Business Support. We have also been invested by the Auxilia Fund, the fund that I presented to you yesterday, and they are really willing to invest in more businesses, as I said to you. Uh, we have been running a project, a program actually inside Manioc. We call the Suppliers Support Program, and this program aims to make the production, and the conditions of our familiars and the small farmer suppliers better. So we want them to improve their life quality at the same time they are working with us. So we run this program basically making a questionnaire and then making a diagnosis of their situations and then making an action plan based on that diagnosis, where we have identified the critical aspects of their production and their lives. And then we start with our own team to make some actions to make their life quality and their productions better when they are related to our suppliers and so on. And this is a picture, so you can see here we have almost all of our suppliers and part of our team in the green suit. We normally source from associations, cooperatives of small farmers, traditional producers, and traditional people. Very nice, guys. So thank you so much for this opportunity of sharing my company with you. But I have lots of examples more to present to you, and I need to go straight forward because we have took a lot of time. Okay, guys, I want to present to you Nakao. It's a chocolate company. As you can see, they have the intention, and we have talked about strengths and opportunities. Look how Nakao done that. They are showing to the clients, to the customers, just the face of their suppliers, of organic cocoa suppliers within the Amazon region, near from the rivers, from the Amazon region. As I said to you, cocoa is a native culture, is a native fruit of the Amazon region. Just a century after Brazilian colonization, the cocoa started being produced and cultivated in Indonesia and in Africa. So Nakao have improved the quality of the chocolates in the Amazonian region. They wanted to show that this is not only a very tasty chocolate, but a chocolate that helped the Amazons people to get better in their lives. We have also Cura. Cura is a company that produces pieces of fish, of famous fishes from the Amazon region, and we have delicious fishes here in the Amazon region. And Cura produces this in cans, like we have Atom, like we have, let's just, how can I say that? Yeah, those just like we have sardine. So they started to produce the same thing with local fishes, and including using local oils like Brazil nut oil instead of olive oil, for example. And it is really delicious. Petrus has run a usual business nowadays, which is business using acai mixed actually with other fruits and made as a ice cream, as a sorbet. Petrus is a famous company from here, and they are sourcing. They are actually selling to USA, Japan, Europe, and so on. We have Aoi. Aoi have used acai, but to produce a superfood. They wanted this pot to be a full how can I say, a full meal. So when you eat this pot, which has acai and lots of other kinds of ingredients, energy ingredients, and so on, nutritional ingredients. When you eat one of these pots, you have a complete meal. All right, just a second, guys. I think I will send message just to Andrea when I was supposed to send to you all. So Andrea, if you could replicate the link I've sent to you, I thank you. All right, so opportunities in fruit, seeds, and oils. We have Canta, which is a company that have been innovating. Actually, Canta is a cooperative company. It's not a just business company. They are a cooperative. They gather small farmers and producers in a region here near from Belém City, and they use local fruits to produce pulps, and they are a huge exporter of local fruits, and they have been innovating in cultivation of these fruits, producing these fruits in agroforestry systems, and they are a Japanese immigrants based initiative, but they have really innovated with local fruits and the cultivation in agroforestry systems of these local fruits, right? We have companies selling guaraná. As I said to you, guaraná is a fruit and you can make it as a powder. And guaraná has, as I said many times, 3 times the caffeine that coffee has. So it's a really energetic food. We have also rosewood oil. This is the most famous perfume in world. This is the most famous perfume worldwide. So if you go to Google and type the most famous perfumes in the world, you're gonna see Chanel number 5. This is the most famous perfume. I have no doubt about that. And Chanel number 5 use rosewood oil, which is an Amazon native oil, for many decades. And maybe you even don't know, maybe you even don't know that, even if you were a guy from the Amazon region. And I didn't know that in just years before, right? So start to imagine the potentiality of our ingredients. So we just have been part of the most famous perfume in the world. We have also beverage. So we have Oca, which is the company I said to you that produces juice using local fruits. So Oca make really nice and totally natural juice with the local fruits, and we have amazing fruits to produce juices. Start to imagine that. We have Amazon Beer, which I would say one of the first companies who have identified this potential of producing beverage, and in this case alcoholic beverage, which is beer, using local ingredients. So they make stouts beers using acai. They make IPA beers using kumaru, tonka bean. They made witch beer using a local fruit called tapereba, and so on. And and just one point more, I really like the branding approach of Amazon Beer, because they really assumed the Amazonian identity in their product, and they were really recognizing about that. Because of that, we have also Colorado. Colorado is owned by the bigger brewer in the world, which is AB InBev, which owns Corona, which owns Budweiser, which owns Hoegaarden, which owns Stella Artois, and so on. Ambev has bought Colorado, which were actually a handcraft brewer in Brazil, and Colorado has produced this kind of beer, which of course uses Amazonian ingredients. But not only this, they have launched a marketing campaign saying that every piece of money they get selling this beer would be sent to Amazonian producers, of course, in the Amazon. And not only this, they have produced a pricey dynamic of something like that. When the deforestation rate grows in the Amazon region, the pricing of these beers grows together. And when deforestation get lower rates, the pricing of these beers get lower. So in the price of these beers, you can just check how is the deforestation rates. So if we are deforesting lots of trees in the Amazon, the pricing of the Colorado Amazonica just grows with the deforestation rates, right? And I really thought it as an amazing example of that, mixturing a marketing approach, mixturing a launching of product approach, and mixturing Amazonian identity. So how can they earn money if they donate every cent to the Amazon? Yeah, they have used this kind of approach in just some months. From the product launching. I really think that after some weeks or months, they will have normally revenues as a normal company. But remembering that they are owned by a enormous company. So if they wanted, they could do this forever. And remember that as entrepreneur, you maybe can have the opportunity of launch this kind of initiative in a big company, right? And after that, and actually with a big company support, you could launch this kind of initiative, right? But of course, if they make this just as a launching product campaign, and then they start to make profit as every company, they could really take the attention of people. And of course, it should be really good explained, because if it weren't, the customers and the clients don't understand this and just don't support the company. But I think the most amazing thing of this product is really the pricing fluctuation, the pricing floating actually gathered with the floating of the deforestation rates. We have Apuí Café, and Apuí is actually a city, and is a really threatened city by deforestation in the Amazon region, and they started a production of coffee there in an agroforestry system that congregates not only coffee but native cultivation, native crops like cocoa, cupuaçu, and so on. So imagine that maybe you're gonna have to choose a already established product, as coffee is, and gather this with other kinds of products, like as I said, cupuaçu and cocoa, to call the attention of your customers. We have Jungle. Jungle is an organic it's an all natural and organic isotonic in electrolytes. This is normally used for cycling. I practice cycling, so I use Jungle lots of times. We don't have any kind of organic or natural isotonic here. We just have, as you may have, also Gatorade and Powerade. We just have the famous ones, and Jungle is the first one, Brazilian, and also organic isotonic we have here. And I put they as an example here, despite of they are not from the Amazon region, because they use tapioca. They use tapioca, which is the cassava starch, and a very, very common ingredient in our region. And of course, cassava is native from the Amazon region. And we have amaz. Amaz is a yerba mate, is a mate, which is a very traditional, which is a very traditional kind of beverage, especially used in the Latin America, especially in Peru, especially in Bolivia. And they started to sell this in USA, which is a large consumer market for yerba mate, and used in local ingredients. But it is not just a common beverage. They make this as a beverage with energy, with local ingredients, with using mushrooms collected by indigenous people, as you're gonna see in the move I have separated for you. And they are, as you can see, a sparkling tea. So they kind of replace soda. They kind of replace soft drinks. So let me show you this video from Amas. Just a second, because I need to prepare for video presentation. All right, guys.
We believe that we are part of a highly intelligent system. The Amazon rainforest is our greatest natural treasure, our origin, our inspiration. We borrow its magical super plants that balance us, heal us, and enable us to flow. Yes, we borrow because we give back. We believe that instead of depleting natural resources, we can increase them. Because the time to regenerate our planet is now. It's our challenge, it's our journey. We are one, we are Amaz.
All right, guys. Just a second to get back to the presentation standard. Amazing, don't you think? Isn't it? What do you think about that? Fantastic, Raul. I really believe with you, Professor Kai, because I'm a really fan of the math, and take attention to the words they have used in the marketing communication. They have told in the video, we borrow because we give back. Look how amazing is that? It's kind of approach we need to have in the Amazonian companies, in the Amazonian businesses, right? Do you like it? Just type in the chat so I can know that if you like it. I really like Amas example. So do you like Amas? What do you think? Great. Okay. And let's remember that we are talking about a really huge market in the USA. And Amas actually run in the USA. They are native from the Amazon. There are people from the Amazon region, and they source from the Amazon region. But they are running as they have a business focusing on the USA market. They run the business in the USA. But look how amazing was that. Look to the approach. We borrow because we give back. How impactful it is to your customers. Okay, guys, so let's talk about cosmetics. We have a local brand called Equilibri. Equilibri produces handmade natural cosmetics, and they are Amazon born. They are made in the Amazon, and they use totally natural ingredients. As you may know, normally cosmetics have lots of chemical ingredients, and Equilibri do this with not natural ingredients. We have also Terral. Terral is a medium company. Equilibri is a small company. Terral is a medium company running in Brazil, also in this kind of vibe of selling cosmetics naturally, connected to the nature, connected to the welfare of your skin, and so on. We have Natura. As I said to you, Natura is an enormous company. It's one of the most one of the greatest company of cosmetics in the world. They own Body Shop, they own Avon, they own Aesop, and of course the Natura, which is a Brazilian brand. And they become famous because of their approach to the Amazon region. They started many years ago. I think it were 10 years ago when they started to 20 years ago actually, when they started to source from the Amazon their active principles. And when they started to learn with local people, local communities, and they including had to pass through critical aspects of this relation, but they started to learn and to source from traditional people many amazing ingredients to act as active principles in their formulas. So Natura is a very important case to you to analyze, because they have actually a very profitable businesses. Of course, they are huge, but they also have a specific treatment to their sourcing communities and suppliers. Uh, all right, so Natura, including starting to produce all of its soaps in the Amazon. So we have a factory near from Belém, and they produces all of its soaps here, even the soaps that are that have been selling that they have been selling in the southern region of Brazil. They wanted to have a factory here to generate employment here, to generate technology here, and to be near from their sourcing communities and so on. Yeah, you used them, very nice. Okay, we have also L'Occitane. L'Occitane is a famous company. Maybe I don't even need to explain them to you, because it's a French company, it's an enormous company. And I bring this example to you so you can see how they are using kumaru, which is tonka bean near, which is a bean that have the flavor and the smelling of vanilla, of yeah, mostly of vanilla, but they sometimes remember chocolate also, and is a native bean seed from the Amazon region. All right, the timber. I have talked about timber with you just minutes before. I want to show you one example. Occitan, they are also in Asia. Yeah, they are. I think they are spread through every continent. Okay, guys. We have this example of acai eco panel. I don't know. Maybe I think you know, of course, what is MDF. MDF in Portuguese. MDF is a words to actually letters to medium pressure fiber. So it is a panel really largely used in furniture industry, in construction, to make doors and table. For example, I'm in a table producing made from MDF. And this scholar, which is Antonio, Antonio have researched ways of use acai berries, acai seeds, as we have just talked yesterday. So Antonio have found a way of transforming acai seeds into MDF panels. And they, Antonio and his team, they managed to have the same resistance of normal MDF panels. And I think it is a really amazing project, because as we said today, acai is the most consumed fruit in the Amazon. And because of that, we have lots of seeds, lots of residues just without any use nowadays. And Antonio have found a way to take advantage of that, and especially sustainably. That is someone who raised the hand. Do you want to say something? Please feel free for that. No? Anybody? Okay, so let's go further. We have also Amata example. Amata is one of that examples that I have said to you about sustainable timber activity. So, and they have been stimulating the use of all kinds of timber we encounter in the Amazon region, not just some specific timber to destimulate the one culture-based crops and the one culture-based timber. So Amata is a really nice company focused on timber totally sustainably, and they including stimulate the construction, the building using sustainable timber cultivation instead of concrete, instead of steel, instead of iron. We have also Arbo. Arbo has an interesting project. They use the pieces that in timber activity are useless. So when you cut a tree, even if you are in a sustainable production of timber, when you cut a tree, there are pieces of the tree that you can't use because of technical aspects. And our goal started to use these pieces to produce furniture, so they can use the totally of a tree that has already been cut. So they can take advantage of the whole material without leaving anything behind, right? So we have a just you'll be sharing. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, guys, we're gonna share the presentation with you. Okay, so don't be worried about taking notes because taking notes specifically about the slides because you're gonna have this. All right, so in tourism sector, look how amazing is this. This is a jungle lodge, as we say this. I don't know if you say the same way in other countries, but it's a hotel. It's a jungle hotel, and look how beautiful is that. You can use, and look to the kind of construction they are using. Yeah, they are not using just a concrete construction inside the forest. They are using constructions and an ecosystem and an approach related to the forest. And of course, it's much more sustainable than a concrete construction inside the forest. We have just natural materials here as fibers, as wood, and so on. So, and maybe you can use wood of the same part of the land you have cut the trees to construct your hotel. So you can make a more integrated construction and a more integrated lodge in this case, hotel in this case, so an endeavor in this case. Look at this picture. This is the port in which you just arrive when going to Ana Villana's lodge. This lodge I've shown to you. This is beautiful, isn't it? Imagine somebody from, let's say, Italy or China or India or Russia, USA, doesn't matter. Imagine somebody from these kind of countries which has a totally different landscape. Imagine this kind of people arriving there, coming by boat in an Amazonian river, listen to the trees, listen to the birds, and listen to the water sound. How amazing would that be, right? And then you just arrive in this kind of room, just with the trees beside of you. This is the kind of activity of tourism activity we should stimulate in the Amazon region. And as I've said to you, we need much more activity like this. With these activities, we can stimulate local communities, we can stimulate local gastronomy, and so on. Look at this. This is a Peruvian initiative, but Peru, of course, you know that Peru has a really important part of the Amazon forest. So let's imagine that we are used to watch cruisers, that enormous vessels with thousands of people inside. Let's imagine a kind of cruiser, but adapted to the Amazonian reality to navigate through the rivers. Isn't it amazing, do you think? Uh, yeah, I think it is. I really like this example of a boat working as a lodge, as a hotel, and just navigating through Amazonian rivers. Yeah, and I have a statement, a information for you actually. 6% of the cruisers, of the cruise tourists don't even land in Belém. Yeah, they dock there. They dock in Norport here in Belém, just some kilometers of me. But the tourists, 60% of the tourists didn't even land in here when they arrived here. Can you imagine that? Why is that? Why people are already in the Amazon region? Why people came already to Belém city and they just stayed in the vessel? They just stay in the cruise. What are we making wrong? Why we can't stimulate them to just take a ride outside of the cruiser. Why is that? Can you imagine that? This is really a reality that we need to change. And of course, this is an opportunity. Let's say that we are talking about tourists from abroad, and especially from USA or European Union that have a currency much more valued than us, so they can spend more in our region, and this can be a really stimulus for our economy. So try to think about these opportunities. Belém is surrounded by almost 40 islands that can be perfectly used in tourism, perfectly. Maybe if you are from the northern region of Brazil, or maybe if you are from Brazil or any kind of part of the world, but you have already been to Belém or to the Amazon region, you know that we have amazing places to relax, to chill out, to make some travel and be with your family in a vacation, for example. All right, guys, fashion. We have this kind of example. Barbara is a small producer here in Belém, and she produces jewels. Jewels actually based on our culture and using our materials. So look at that, how beautiful is that? And actually she has already been awarded in Milan because of their productions. This is a piece of their production that uses local wood and local jewel. We have also Seringo. Seringo is a company that are producing flip-flops using rubber, but natural rubber and local rubber extract from our trees. And as you may know, if you extract the rubber from the tree, you are not cutting the tree. So this is a totally renewable activity. We have Osklin, which is a famous company in Brazil, and they are already famous in USA, in some parts of USA. And this bag you are just seeing right now is made from a fish leather from the Amazon region. The same fish that I have shown to you in the example of Cura, just some examples before, that company that put fishes in cans like sardine. So that fish has an amazing leather. Yeah, we have this kind of leather in some fishes here in the Amazon. In Osklin, which is a very important fashion brand here in Brazil, they started to use pirarucu, which is the name of the fish. So pirarucu leather to produce shoes, bags, and so on. Look how beautiful this is, and how important it is as you are already using an animal as a food. How important is that you can use every part of the animal you have just taken from the river. E-commerce guys, as I've said to you, have already initiatives working this way, selling in Brazil and worldwide by e-commerce products producing only in the Amazon region. We have also Mercado Livre or Mercado Libre, which is a Argentinian company, but they operate mostly in Brazil, and they are just the bigger company in Latin America. They are the bigger company in Latin America, and they have set a specific area in their website to sell Amazonian products. We have also services. We have Renature, which is an amazing example. Renature is investing in agroforestry cultivation, so they teach businesses how to produce agroforestry with a very nice production rates. You can see here, this is an example brought by Renature, which is the company, in which conventional production of cocoa can give you 400 kilos by hectare, and in the agroforestry system, you can have 1,200 kilos per hectare. We are talking about 3 times more if you produce this cocoa in agroforestry system. We have design companies, design companies in the Amazon, using the Amazonian inspiration to make branding and package for companies. We have 100% Amazonia, which is an exporting company. They are a commercial exportation company, so they source other companies worldwide with our local ingredients, just making exportation. We have high-tech company. So Jambu, which is a very famous leaf from the Amazon region, has an anesthetic. Maybe you are, I think it's Professor Caio, maybe you are with your microphone open. So guys, Jambu has an anesthetic characteristic, so you can take this, and I have already know a company that actually is using Jambu active principle to produce anesthetic medicines. I'm sorry. Is someone with the microphone open? Just a second, guys. Okay, guys. So we have also companies producing polymers with cupuaçu, and this is actually a polymer made from cupuaçu shell. So again, you can use the whole ingredient for technologies and so on. And this kind of polymer can be used in textile industry. We have also NGOs. We have Idezan, which produces Apuí coffee. We have ESA, which is one of the most important organizations in the Amazon region. They are producing a indigenous mushroom. They are actually helping the communities to produce their products. So here you can see a kind of Yanomami, which is actually an ethnic of indigenous people in the Amazon, and they produce an amazing mushroom. This is actually the mushroom that is used in the Amas drink I just said to you some slides before. We have also Imaflora, which is a NGO operating in Amazonian region. They help the YY ethnic of indigenous people produces. I'm sorry about the bad resolution of the image, but so Imaflora help the YY ethnic of indigenous people to produce their pepper, and they have an amazing pepper. It's really delicious. We have also Piabru. Piabru is a NGO from Amazonian region, and they are producing native honey from native bees. So I don't know if you know, but that famous bees we know with that black and yellow color, they are African bees, African and European bees that have been brought here in the colonization period. But we have native bees We have native bees in every part of the world because the bees are responsible for pollination. So in our context, our native bees, they produce really flavorful honey. So Piabiru are selling this kind of honey, and these kind of bees are no sting bees. They have no sting, the local bees. Just the African and European bees have sting. Well, guys, let's take a breath. I'm sorry for being almost running, but we need to do that because we have one more activity. So I want you, just in 2 minutes, please type in the chat, what were the references that impacted you the most? So what were the references that you liked the most? Please let me know in the chat. I really like the Amaz. I really like the Amaz example. I really like it, of course, one of the NGOs that are in partnership with indigenous communities to produce some kind of products. So guys, if you can say to me, what kind of reference do you like the most? What were the company do you like the most in the examples I brought to you? The MDF made by Acai, yeah, it's very, very nice. MDF has an enormous demand worldwide. So this is a enormous market fitted product. Maniocas, very good, guys. Thank you. Cupuaçu polymers, yes. Let's remember that the polymers in the fashion industry is one of the most polluters ingredients used in the fashion industry. The cosmetic company, especially Nature is an amazing example as well. The canned fish, yeah. Let's imagine how amazing fishes we have. How much amazing fish and how many amazing fishes actually we have in the Amazon region. So canned fish is very nice initiative. We have the channel perfume. Yeah, I have no idea. Me neither. Just some years ago, that we are part of the most famous perfume in the world. Guys, very nice. Let's take a break in 5 minutes. But guys, I need you to get back in 5 minutes because we have one more activity for today, and I hope you have enjoyed the examples. We're gonna have a break for 5 minutes now. But please, I have 10 and 22 here in my clock. So for the preceding guys, we will be back here in 10:27. And for abroad guys, please just count 5 minutes and get back because we need to actually go further in our class today. We have one more special activity to do, right guys? So 5 minutes break starting right now. I'll be here waiting for you in just 5 minutes. So we'll be back soon. See you soon. All right, guys, let's get back. I'm so sorry I can't give you more minutes of break. I'm so sorry, but I really have interesting reference to you. So we need to run. That's it. Okay, we have two questions in the chat, so I will take 1 minute to answer them. How does business work with the society? Nature, for example, hire local workers. There are two kinds of relations. They hire local workers, but normally workers from urban areas. Because the workers, the small farmers, they're traditional people that are sourcing them with traditional ingredients. They just make business with them. They source it from them, and then they pay high prices. I just had the opportunity to make some consultancy to a company to which Nature is partner, and they pay sometimes 3 times more than the market price to some specific product. So in this sense, I really understand that it wouldn't be nice if they hire traditional people, because they would be removing traditional people from their lands and from their traditional activity. But they do the opposite. They helping them to maintain themselves in their activity, in their traditional activity, supplying and actually supporting them with money when they buy the traditional ingredients, paying high pricing, using fair trade practices, right? The other question is, does Brazil government enact any favorable policies for new start? Maybe you are hearing my dog, I'm sorry. So maybe you are asking if Brazil government has some policy to new startup companies, especially sustainable development companies. The Brazilian government specifically doesn't have any kind of public policy specifically to sustainable project. But we have lots of NGOs, of investors and organizations in general, supplying companies supporting companies that have this kind of approach, using the Amazon as a principle, using sustainable approach, using climate friendly approach, and so on. But the local government, sometimes they have specific policies to the governments of Amazon region. They have sometimes they had or have policies to support biodiversity involved with the projects and companies. All right. Is there, all right. Yeah, Carlos, that's it. So guys, if you had to start a business in the Amazon region right now, what sector would you choose? I need you to answer this in just 1 or 2 words using the Menti, the same website we used yesterday. So I'm gonna share with you this code. So please access menti.com, type this code 3013-796 in the menti.com, and please in 1 or 2 words, just say to me the sector you would choose to start a company in the Amazon region. So medicine, as your colleague just per here, traditional medicine, tourism, food, drinks, cosmetics, services, climate services, and so on. So please go to the menti.com, type this code. I will put this in the chat because I'm gonna share the screen of Menti with you. If you want to copy and paste the code, I have already typed it in the chat, right? So I'm going to share the Menti with you so we can see how you are thinking about the sectors, right? Guys, the question is, if you had to choose a sector to start a business right now in the Amazon region, what sector would it be? So I would start a business in the medicine sector. I would start a business in the food sector. I would start a business in the climate services sector. I would sell carbon credits, for example. That's it. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, just type in the chat. I'm here following this. Okay, thank you. So let's go. Go to your browser, go to mint.com, type this code, and in 1 or 2 words, just say to me what sector would you choose if you had to start today a business in the Amazon region, right?
Paulo, you can come back to the other slide with the question, since you already put the information here in the chat for the website and the passcode. Just put back.
I'm sorry, Professor Kai, but I got to share the Menti screen with them. That's why I stopped that screen.
Okay.
Just a second. All right, guys. Let me just see. Right, now I think it's better. So you are typing tourism, cosmetics, technology, alternative medicine. Very nice, guys. You can put more than once, right? Be free to put 2, 3, 4 sectors if you want. 3 times actually, 4 times as you wish. Tourism, yeah. Very nice, very nice. Many people saying tourism. Timber, commercial, leaf, very nice. Infrastructure, high-tech materials. Yeah, I think this is there are amazing opportunities in materials. I really do. Furniture, beauty, logistics. Yeah, we really need logistics. I wanted to bring to you some example, but I didn't, which is a local retailer. This retailer have bought small planes so they can load and deliver like the Amazon does in the most isolated areas in the Amazon region. Commercial, very nice. Alternative medicine, okay. Education, very nice. Drinks, fashion, very nice, guys. So let's get back to the presentation. Okay. Just a second, guys. Something's not working. Just a second. Oh gosh. All right. So guys, now you're gonna have the time of creating your business idea. Okay, as you may know, we are in a competition, and in this competition, you are asked to create a business idea, a concrete business idea. So let's say I want to produce a soft drink using guarana, using Brazil nut, and other kinds of fruits, just as an example. You also, as you just said to me, can create your business in any kind of sector you want, in medicines, in tourism, in services, and any kind of sector you want. So guys, just pay attention. I need you to create your business idea. You are going to do this with your team. You are going back to the rooms, to the breakout rooms, okay? And you are going to do this with your team. You're going to have to start to thinking about your business idea. The business idea you'll be asked to present in the pitch day to our investors and to our board of investment, right? We are gonna have a first place, a second place, a third place, and we're gonna choose the team because of the businesses you have created in this opportunity, right? So please, you're gonna have, of course, another workshops in the next days. You also gonna have time to pass through mentoring with me and Professor Caio. You also gonna have time to discuss with your team. So don't worry to make it finish it right now. But this is the time of starting, the start of thinking about it. So I want to ask you to answer these 4 questions. Thinking in your business idea, right? Thinking in your business idea, what do you sell? So let's imagine that I have, as I said, a soft drink based on Guaraná and Brazil nut. I sell a soft drink with Guaraná and Brazil nut, which is organic and sourced from protected areas. Just an example. Who buys it? Well, this is for the people who practice gym. So it is for sportists, it is for athletes, it is for the people who likes to gym, to run, to jog, and so on. And what are your challenges? Well, my challenge is that I need to make a soft drink that is organic, which is difficult. I need to produce using Brazil nuts that we need to source from protected areas or where the logistics is complicated. So what are your challenges? Market or logistics or production challenge? And guys, it is just a starting point. So don't worry to be very precisely, absolutely right about that, right? So in the 4th question is, how does it impact the Amazon? So take care of that. Don't think we are here just to take some ingredient from the Amazon and make some amazing business. We need to impact positively the Amazon region for 2 reasons. Because this is a treasure. This is important for the world. The people who live here is important to us, to the world. The environment we have here is so important to the world. The second is that if we don't protect this environment of the Amazon region, in some years, we won't have these ingredients that we concluded that we know that are so amazing. So how does your business impact in the Amazon region? So you source from protected areas and then you stimulate that areas to be protected. You are in an agroforestry production in the Amazon region, so you are preventing deforestation. You are generating employment in specific areas of the Amazon region. Just giving you examples, right? So you're gonna have a forms as you are already used to do, and I need to say to you that you have just 1 form per team, right? 1 form per team. So you're gonna take 10 minutes to answer this form with your team, just 1 form per team, and considering your concrete idea of business to this challenge, to this competition, to this experience, the Amazon experience, right? Okay, guys, so let's count 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, we're gonna need to get back. So go to the breakout rooms. Okay, Professor Kai has already helped us. So just click in join, right? Okay, Amanda, don't worry. You can go to the team 8.
I just put everybody in their rooms now. You should receive your invitation, okay? If I have any problems, just let me know here in our chat. Isoleta, Jove, and Isabella and Mia. Okay, I think people are going. Jove, Isabella, and Mia is still with us. Where is Amanda? It should appear a link for you. Thank you, Jove. Paulo? Tá me ouvindo, irmão?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh,
Bora em português mesmo, tá só, gente?
ok.
Eu vi o
Tem duas
questionário.
pessoas aqui, tem Marco e Jove.
Não, o Marco é o professor lá de Macau.
Ah, ok,
E a
beleza.
Jove, ela não. Eu acho que ela tá só de voyeur, que ela não entrou
Tá bom.
no room dela. Tu acha que eles vão ter tempo, esses 10 minutinhos? Porque o que a gente pode fazer é vir, fechar e liberar eles para seguir o jogo, entendeu? Seguir a reunião entre eles.
Eu acho que a gente pode dar um tempinho a mais, porque a gente já está acabando, é a última atividade. Então, acho que não tem problema a gente dar um tempinho a mais. E aí, eu acho que a gente, depois, só para não ter esse vai e volta, não quebrar o raciocínio deles agora, a gente pode depois falar disso, que eles podem ficar à vontade para voltar e conversar e tudo.
É só porque falta 5 para dar 11 e o horário deles é 8 às 11. Aí eu queria só assim, tipo, a gente terminou e se eles quiserem seguir, segue o jogo, entendeu? Entre eles na reunião.
Então, pode ser, a gente dá esses 2 minutos para dar 10h55, e aí a
Aí a
gente
gente
termina
volta,
em 5 minutos tranquilo.
faz o fechamento. Aí eu posso ou criar o breakout room de novo, e aí eu deixo ativo aqui para eles, ou eles vão
Pode
já lá
ser.
pro Microsoft, né?
Acho que pode continuar aqui, né, para não ter muito
É,
essa
para não ter muita
transição.
se perder, exatamente.
Tá
Então, beleza,
bom,
então. Mais 2 minutinhos a gente
beleza.
chama todo mundo de volta, então.
Beleza.
Valeu, Paulo.
All right, Caio. We can ask them to get back here.
Okay, already asked them. They will be back in
1
less
minute,
than
right?
1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hi, guys. How are you? Let's get back here to the main room. We are about to finish, right? So don't worry about your time because you're about to finish. Okay, I think you have everybody here again. Guys, did you like this activity? Can you just type in the chat if you like it, if it were easy or, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. So just tell me at the chat if it felt good for you, if you like this, to interact with your team, to start to thinking about your business idea. I hope you did. Very nice, guys, to hear this from you. Yeah, guys, just as you could see yesterday, we talked about the Amazonian region as a general context, many some parts of history, climate change, climate threats, opportunities, and so on. Nowadays, actually today, I'm so sorry. Today we talked about reference, we talked about sectors, and we have done a SWOT analysis so you could identify what are the opportunities in the Amazon region. And now you were asked to construct at the first time your business idea. And I need to say to you to don't worry, because you're gonna have more time to sharper your business idea. You're gonna have more workshops. We're gonna have yet a week of mentoring. So don't worry if you couldn't make it clear, or if you couldn't make it exactly the way you want, right? We're gonna have time for that. And as I said to you in the rooms, you are already working with your team for the competition. Okay. Okay, guys. So you are already in the team for the whole competition. So this is the team you're gonna be with constructing your business idea. You're gonna be with presenting your business to the investors and to the board. So I really like it that you are already interacting between yourselves, right? So guys, the questions were, what do you sell? It is really important because sometimes you start a business and you don't know exactly what are the products you have or the service you have. And this is important to you to think about. What do you sell and who buys it? Who pays for it, right? Because this is going to be your marketing principles. Who buys it and what is your product or service? The challenge, of course, because if you want, you can compare these challenges with the threats we have just put in the SWOT analysis at the beginning of our class today. And also, how does it impact the Amazon region? You can see this as an opportunity, of course it is, but it should be a concern of yours. You should be worried about that. Because of course, we are talking about sustainable business. We are talking about business that come here to the Amazon region. They are born here in the Amazon region. They are about to be created in the Amazon region, but to help the Amazon region, to show to the world that we have actually other kinds of potentials here in our region, right? And that's it, guys. That is another tip I want to give to you, which is we have a diverse group in this experience. So you can discuss with your colleagues from abroad, especially the Brazilian guys, because I think there is a difference. And so to the Brazilian guys and the abroad guys, please discuss what are the examples you can bring from your country. So if you are from Romania, from Chile, if you are from Macau, or from other states and cities from Brazil, as Minas Gerais, as São Paulo, just please bring examples of your regions to your group, because with that, I really believe that you're gonna be sharper to construct your business idea, right? Don't forget that to build any kind of thing, to create any kind of thing, you need references. So take this seriously and enjoy the fact that you have students in your team from other countries and from other regions of Brazil. Very nice, guys. Guys, please, I need you to give me feedback. So I'm gonna ask you just 1-2 minutes activity, which is giving feedback. Please read the QR code. Professor Kai, if you can just share with us the link in the chat. Sure. And please answer these 3 questions just quickly. Don't worry to be typing a complete text about that. This is not the matter. The matter is just to take your rapidly feedbacks about how you feel about this class today, so you can make this class even better to the next opportunities, right? So and of course, if there is something missing in this class, maybe the next professors can compensate, can give this in the next workshop, the thing that maybe you think is missing right up to now. So guys, please read this QR code or access the link that Professor Caio has already put it in our chat and answer these 3 questions. This is individually, right? This is not per team. So any of you, every person in this room need to answer 1 questionnaire, because it's individual and anonymous feedback. Me and Professor Caio and the other professor, we won't have your name. So please answer this, give sincere feedbacks to us so we can improve this experience and answer these 3 questions, right? The link is on the QR code on the screen and also on the chat. So please access this and give us feedback. I'm gonna give you just 3 minutes for that. So you can go there right now. We have 3 minutes to answer this, and we come back to finalize our class for today and give you some information. 3 minutes, guys. Please go to the forums and answer the questions. All right, guys, we have already 5 answers. Very nice. Let's wait until everybody answers. Guys, I really need you to answer the feedbacks, so please do that. And I already thank you for that, but please give the feedbacks. Don't worry in taking too many words. It doesn't need, just objectively. Thank you, Annalie. Thank you, Alexandra. Guys, very nice. Thank you for your answers. It would be really useful to us. It is anonymous, so if you haven't answered this, I need to ask you again. Please answer this. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you to everyone that has already answered it, and to you that will answer yet. This is our class for today. Professor Caio will say something after me, so please stay in the room. I just want to say thank you to you to be participating of this experience, to be participating in these classes. I hope this class and yesterday class were really useful to you, and I will be with you in the mentoring sections also. So I'm really glad to be participating with you. Thanks, Professor Caio and the CESUPA, for this invitation to be part of this experience. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Professor Caio will say some words to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Paulo. It was a great pleasure. I don't know about all of you, but For me, even though I live here for my whole life, for me it's quite important to see like how many companies are doing business in our region and respecting the way they do business, because they do the business in a sustainable approach. And I think this is the path. And we don't say that about just thinking about the environmental issues, but also about economics too, because it's more profitable to companies do business like that, especially because they will be able to do business in a long term run. So we will not be just a company that in 5-10 years will be finished, but is a company that can develop its business for a long time. So that's the way we should be doing business in Amazon. And I think today we got a lot of insights for our ideas. So for tomorrow will be with me. The workshop is a marketing one. I don't know if it will be as good as Professor Paulo, but I will try my hard to do it. And also I will be opening now again the breakout room. If you feel that you can continue to discuss about your ideas, it would be interesting for tomorrow that you already have your business ideas. Not that you cannot change, but at least you have at least the beginning of your ideas, so you're able to use in our methodology that we're going to be using tomorrow. And I think that you guys are doing an amazing job. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can write me on WhatsApp or my email or the way you want. And now I'm going to be opening again the breakout room. I already saw that some groups are really interacting in a good mood and having fun together. So I hope you are all having a great experience. Okay, I will be opening again the breakout rooms, and we see each other tomorrow, 8 a.m. here at Brazil. Thank you so much, and I hope you all the best. I'm opening now again.
Bye bye, guys.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.